Welcome to the 2016's games! Shit's about to get real with my top 15 best Meganekko. Sorry if I'm screaming, I'm really excited about this video. Or it might have to do with the 3 cup of coffee I had. My name is Misty / Chronexia, and today I'll introduce you to one of Japan's cult fetishes, Meganekko. No, that doesn't mean giant cats. It comes from the Japanese words megane, which means glasses, and ko, that means kid, so kids with glasses. Eventually that turned into being a trope for girls with spectacles. A few rules that I want to implement in this list before we start. Number 1, the girl wearing glasses needs to be an important character for the story. What's the point of having an anime on the list if you see her twice in the show? Number 2, the girl also needs to wear the glasses usually. If she's supposed to wear them, and she's always seen without, again, what's the point? An example of that would be Homura from Madoka Magica. She's a crowd favorite, but you see her twice with glasses. So no good. Number 15, Battle Girls Time Paradox, Akechi Mitsuhide is my first pick. She's the right hand of Oda Nobunaga. The anime isn't all that revolutionary, but it's a fun show to lean back and enjoy. It tells about Hideyoshi Ino, a girl who went to pray to a shrine, and she got tossed into the Sengoku era. Inexplicably, everyone in that era is a girl. I don't know why is that a thing? Anyhow, now the girl from the future has to help Oda Nobunaga to find and secure the Crimson Armor. Why did I pick Akechi for this spot? She's a fun character. She's got pinkish hair. That's some easy scoring points. Number 14, Dr. Slump, Aureli-chan. Dr. Slump is not a popular anime in the West because, well, it never got dubbed. I'm sure that played a big part in that. But in Japan, Aureli-chan is a really popular character. She's basically a female version of Astro Boy. She's been doing some apparition lately in Shonen's Jump game G-Star Victory. Maybe you've seen her there. And because she's a nearsighted android, she has to wear glasses constantly. But the reason I picked her for this spot is because she's the real OG. If you've never seen the anime before, you might find it slightly outdated, but regardless, this is a lighthearted show that will appeal to the least picky of you. Number 13, Servant Service with Yamagami Lucy. Servant Service is not an anime I had seen until very recently. Not gonna hide it. And I had a blast watching it. The story is about a bunch of new employees that starts working in a health and welfare department of a council for a city. The whole show is coded in comedy. It's a simple slice of life with no other goal than to cheer you up. And man, do Lucy succeed on that front. She's adorable, and if you like the kinks you could find in the anime working, well, Servant Service will be right up your alley. It's very original, and it's fun to see a show with a gimmick outside of high school for once. Number 12, the disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan. Meganekko in this one is obviously Nagato Yuki. If you know a little about this anime, or rather the character itself, you should know that she's actually one of the main characters in The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. The disappearance, however, had a lot of people let down, especially when your last memory of the franchise was the awesome movie they made. But despite all that, Nagato Yuki is an absolutely endearing girl. And while she doesn't wear glasses all the time in The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, she does put them on in The Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan. You have to follow, man. I can't put it out for you all the time.
きょんくん、悪いけど部活帰りに長門さん送ってあげて。ついでに夕食もどうぞ。いざ夕食材料ゲッツ。
Number 11, Cody with Ebihara Chinami. Once again, Cody is not a wall-breaking anime, but the character of Chinami is a very intricate piece that draws my attention in each episode. She has an ability that allows her to generate electromagnetic waves when her emotion runs wild. That means she's a fucking walking time bomb on PMS. As if girls weren't dangerous enough by themselves, you give her the power of being an EMP. That's dangerous, man. You don't mess around with that. You don't? Anyway, if you want to give it a try, the anime is from 2007, it's fairly short and it's basically a rom-com between her and the male character who wants to study her. That's honest. This sentence looks a lot better in text than when I say it, so it's not as weird as I make it out to be, but give it a chance anyway, and come back to me on Monday with that.
何だったの？今のは？
ああ、消えた。しばらくお待ちください。
困るな。
やっべ、データ消えた。
なんだ？
消えたよ。
やっぱり変かな。イメージが全然違うよ。前よりずっと今風になった。その方がいいよ。本当はハルチみたいな髪型にしたかったんだけど。私の行ってるお店に連れてってあげようか。
Number 10, Red Data Girl with Sunohara Henry. This one is pretty on the verge of my rule of always wearing glasses, but she's a main girl character and she's kind of iconic. Red Data Girl is pretty much what I would define a classic shoujo with fantasy and magic. The story is about Izumiko, a girl who's been raised in the mountains by a sea lion. That doesn't make sense. No, she's not really. She's sent to Tokyo though, and just like in Code E, Izumiko is not a girl you want near electrical devices. Eventually, she learns that she can become a goddess and she has her childhood friend Miyuki right by her side to help her achieve that. Nothing really flashy, but if you can't get enough of those, well, give it a try.
いいと思うけど、僕は。間宮君と最悪。ちょっと朝からうるさいわよ。
Number 9, Pani Dash with Miyako Uehara and Tachibana Lei. Alright, now we enter the truly good shows with awesome Meganekko in the cast. In this anime, there's not one Meganekko, but two. Miyako, who's a steady book girl, and Rei, who's a mature and cold-hearted bitch. No, she's fine, she's cool. The story itself is about Rebecca, an 11-year-old girl who's so smart that she becomes the teacher of a class of students after finishing 3 majors, because 2 weren't just enough. But she still acts like a kid sometimes. If you like school parodies, this is something you can definitely get behind. No, not the girl. She's 11 for Christ's sake.
出家です。出家？マジで？出家しましょう。今日からこのクラスの担任になる風見瑞穂です。担当は原告です。新任で至らないところがあると思いますが、仲良く勉強していきましょう。
Number 8, Onegai Teacher with Kazami Mizuho. Growing up, I had the biggest dweeb crush on Mizuho. She fine, son. The anime of Onegai Teacher is no slouch either. The story is about Kei, who's also wearing glasses, but he's a dude so no one cares. Kei finds an alien girl. The girl turns out to be his new teacher in high school. The story is a great mix of comedy, drama, and romance. Plus, it's really short. People don't really give it the credit it deserves. It was really good in the early 2000s, But now with the output of different shows, this one has been drowning under the newer titles.
気になってた。教室で会った時から気になってたの。あなたのこと。
違う。こんなの現実じゃない。こんなの。
Kanataと俺は命をかけてんだ。この国で生まれて育って全てを犠牲にして帰ってきたんだ。なのにこんな夜。
Number 7, Read or Die with Yumiko Readman and Sumerigawa Nenene. Speaking of the early 2000s, this anime is a personal favorite of mine that I saw way back, and for the most part I had forgotten about it, which is surprising considering it was so good. Once again, you have two main girl, but Nenene has something really charming about her wits and her woman can do approach. The story is about a female writer who's having a writer block after her friend disappeared. She then relies on three sisters to help her, and those three sisters are paper masters. They can control paper to their will, kind of like Conan and Naruto. Creates an awesome setup for action, intrigue, and papier-mâché. If you haven't seen it, that's one I highly recommend.
"いっつも成績上位ですごいよね。みゆきさん欠点とかあるの？お恥ずかしながら私時々考え込むというか。
Number 6, Lucky Star with Takara Miyuki. I'm sure when it comes down to Lucky Star, everyone has seen it. And if you haven't, well, at least you've heard of it. The story is an everyday slice-of-life comedy involving barely no plot at all, but rather setups for jokes and situation. This anime was a huge hit in 2007 because it was mostly relevant to what was currently happening in Japan. Nowadays, only the hardcore fans might go back to actually sit through it again. But anyway, Miyuki was an awesome character for me. She had the smarts, she had the bod, and she has the sweet pink hair. If you've been paying attention, it's kind of my thing. So yeah, she definitely deserves a spot.
その私怖いんです。コンタクトレンズがと言いますか、目に物を入れることが。水の中でも目を開けられなくて。くそ、素で可愛いなこの人。天然系か。
昨日腹減ってスーパーに弁当買いに行ったまでは覚えてるんだけど、気づいたら病院だったんだ。も
しかして昨日のこと覚えてないんですか？じゃあ私のことも。
君に。
Number 5, Bento. Here's another one with dual girls, Hoshiroi Hana and Hayame Shaga. Bento is an anime I didn't have much expectation for when it first came out, but I gave it a chance and I was glad I did because it's addicting to watch. The story is about Yo, a guy who gets knocked the fuck out in a convenience store. When he wakes up, he finds that everyone around him is fighting. Like literally fighting with fists and kicks and to get half-price bento, which are like lunch boxes. This anime is a mix of action and comedy. Personally, I see a lot of parody involved as well, but the two main girls of the show, Hoshiroi Hana and Hayame Shaga, definitely raised the bar for me.
男たちの匂い。
なるほど。昨日は欲しかった弁当がたまたま半額になっただけ。ところがどうだ。はっきり狙いを半額弁当と決めた瞬間。
あなたが見ている現実は本当に現実なのだろうか。見慣れた風景はいつもと変わらず。
皆さん、ご入学おめでとう。
Number 4, Durarara with Sunohara Henry. I think I mentioned Durarara not too long ago, but hey, sometimes people need more than one push to get convinced. And if the fact that this anime is a cool introspection of Hikebukuro, an actual district in Japan, mixed with some action and mystery, well, maybe the fact that she's a girl with glasses might tickle your fancy. My pick for this entry is Sunohara Henry. She hot, she cute, she busty, and she's not a princess in distress that needs constant saving. I think as a character she has spunk, and it makes her screen time always interesting, at least in my eyes.
龍ヶ峰帝です。
東京に出てきたばかりの内気な少年。
園原杏里です。よろしくお願いします。
少し浮世離れしたような少女。
これで間違ってないはずだけど。
何してんすか？カイトです。霧島カイト。
カイトくん。
Number 3, Hanonatsu de Materu, with Ichika Takatsuki. Here's an absolute jaw-dropping anime that should be worth everyone's time. No, seriously, I put a lot of stuff in my list, but this one is an absolute born winner. It's short, it has an amazing hot girl, Ichika. She's a redhead, short skirt, fun personality, and nobody cares because this anime is shaded by similar shows. But if you like Hana Hana, Kokoro Connect, Nagi no Asukara, there's no chance you're not gonna love this one. It's a bit more of an obscure title, but just take my word for it and give it a chance. And no, you don't get a summary for this one because I want you to watch it. Go.
じゃあ俺はこれで。
なんでも、これからよろしく。
はい。こちらこそよろしく。とにかくあなたのようにメガネの似合う人が死んではいけないという旨をひたすら純粋に伝えた。そして最後にありったけの思いを込めて僕は叫んだ。
Number 2, Kyoukai no Kanata with Mirai Kurayama. Mirai Kurayama is almost my personal favorite. She's cheery, funny, she has a lot of depth to her character, and red glasses always makes you look more of a slut than you might actually be. Oh, come on, we all know if a girl wears red glasses, the back door's always open. And if you say otherwise, that's cause you're a closet slut. And if it's really not true, well, you have no fucking excuse wearing red glasses. That's our thing. It's a secret code. Don't go around fucking with the Matrix. I hate you. Just be a slut instead. Anyway, I got carried away. The story is appealing. It has a lot of variety, and it should be watched by any Japanophile out there.
先輩、気がついたんですか？
And now, before we move on to number 1, here's some characters who were really good, but just couldn't meet the prerequisite that I had. So in the honorable mention, we have Kisaragi Saya from Blood Sea. A really cool character, but the Blood Sea anime was a giant buzzkill if you've seen Blood Plus.
明美ホムラです。
There's also Akemi Homura from Madoka Magica. Like I said at the beginning, she's a crowd favorite, but she doesn't wear glasses as often as she was not wearing them. So, sorry. Another one of my personal favorite is Ayame Sarutobi from Gintama. She makes several appearances throughout the show, but I don't think she qualifies as main character material. Trust me, she would be on here otherwise. You'll also find another fan favorite in Sinon from Sword Art Online 2, but again, she's not seen with glasses very often. She kinda counts though. And finally, the hottest girl from Evangelion 2.0 movie, Mari Makinami. Man, I would do unspeakable things to this girl because once again, red glasses mean she's kinky. Don't break this for me, please.
ゴールデンウィークがどうかした？
どうもしない。続けて。
そうだね。戦場ヶ原さん、言葉数も多い方じゃないし、友達も全然いないみたい。
And now, finally, the champion for the Meganekko award goes to Bakemonogatari Tsubasa Hanekawa! John Cena! John Cena! Look, if you speak with anyone who has seen the Monogatari franchise, they'll tell you the same thing. Every single girl, they're awesome. You know why? Because the show invests itself in developing their characters, and Tsubasa's no exception. She's a recurring character from almost every Monogatari title. She's the class president, and as you know it, when they have glasses on, they tend to be on the more quiet side. That doesn't mean that this one stay closed up, as you get to learn about her past, which is quite twisted. The Monogatari franchise is a piece of art. It's not for everyone, but it's worth acknowledging it.
でも、こんなことを言っちゃいけないんだろうけど、戦場ヶ原さん。
何？
今の方が昔よりずっと綺麗なんだよね。
And this wraps up all my favorite Meganekko. Who's yours? Don't worry, I won't judge you. Unless your favorite is Mimi Husa from Kuromono Jikan, because that makes you a twisted son of a bitch. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching my video all the way to the end. If you'd like more top lists, you can always check out my previous one, or even the playlist. And finally, thank you kindly to those who whitelist my channel and watch my video without ad blocks enabled. I spent several hours making these, so it truly means a lot when you spend 15 seconds watching that ad that sucks so much to support me. So stay busy until next week, and I'll catch you guys next time.